The voltage is slightly improved. It's slightly improved, bro. Wait for the last. Yeah. This bass is kicking way harder though. Woo! That's a W.
Does using thicker wires throughout your cardio sound system makes your bass more louder? Well, in today's video, we'll be testing that out. So I currently have some 16 gauge wires on my subwoofers, which I'll be switching out to some thicker wires later on in the video. And also for my electrical system, which is my alternator and my battery wires, I'll also change out those wires to some thicker wires to see if there's any improvement throughout my cardio system. So make sure you guys drop a like on the video, subscribe if you guys are new, and let's drop right into the video. Klar. Now this is a cardio myth that actually using thicker wires can improve your voltage and your bass performance, but how much will it increase it by? Is it a big difference or there's no difference? So the main focus and goal will be focusing on our voltage to see if using thicker wires will improve our voltage, which will increase the power output coming from our amplifier, which can increase our bass performance. So for each test, we're gonna play the same song on the same volume. So let's start with the 16 gauge wires first, along with the small wires being on my alternator and also my engine block small wire.
Here we go. Look at the voltage, guys. Is it with the 16 gauge wires, guys? The small wires, bro. Look at the voltage. Drop it to what? 12.5? 12.4? Drop it into 12. Let's go. Stay in city, bro.
Now that was with the small wires. The bass was sounding really nice, but the voltage was dropping a bit low in like the 12.4, 12.5. I know that's not the best voltage, but we'll be seeing if using thicker wires can improve my voltage drop, which can also increase the power output from my amplifier, which can increase the bass performance. So let's swap out these wires to some thicker wires. Let's go. So here I'm using 8 gauge wires. That's a lot more thicker than the 16. As you guys can see, it's like triple the size of the 16 gauge wire. And what I want to show y'all is that here I have some 12 gauge wires. I'm out of 8 gauge wires. So what you guys can also do, if you guys do not have like the thick wires, you guys can also double up your wires, which can also make it into one. So you guys don't always have to be using the single thick wire. You guys can also double up your wire, which also works. And now under my hood now, I'll be swapping out my alternator wire to a thicker wire, also my engine block wire to a thicker wire, and my battery already have a 0 gauge wire on it. This upgrade is called a big fee upgrade, and what this big fee upgrade can do for your sound system or for your vehicle is that it can increase the power by 10%. So if you guys have a cardio sound system, or if you guys planning on adding a cardio sound system, a big 3 upgrade is necessary in a sense, which will increase your power. So I just disconnected my battery so that I can actually work with my alternator. I don't want to get shocked. So when it comes to swapping out your alternator power wire now, you guys don't need to actually remove the alternator wire. What you guys can just do, you guys can just add your upgraded wire and just add it to your battery positive terminal, and that works. So that is what we're gonna be doing here. So we just be adding this 0 gauge thick wire to the alternator, going to my battery positive terminal. Okay, so what I did to the alternator now, I connected my alternator running behind by the firewall, connected to my battery positive. Now I changed that. Now when it comes to my engine block wire now, I tried over like 10 minutes now and I cannot get the bolt off. So I'm gonna just leave my engine block wire as it is right now. The only thing I did is I change out my alternator to a thicker wire, and I also have my subwoofer's wire change out to some thicker wire as well, some 8 gauge wires I have back here on them. So let's go guys, on to the thicker wires now. Let's see if there will be any improvement with my voltage and the bass performance. So here we go.
Yeah. Look at the voltage. Woo. Ooh, the lows, bro. Ooh. The voltage is slightly improved. It's slightly improved, bro. Woo. This bass is kicking way harder though. Woo! That's a W. Yeah. Yeah. This bass is kicking way harder, bro. Woo! Yeah. The voltage is slightly improved. Woo! Wait for the last. Here we go. Yeah.
So that was with the thicker wires now, and the improvement I saw with these thicker wires is that the voltage slightly improved, and when it comes to the bass performance now, my bass were sounding a lot more louder. You guys may say that it's better to use a SPL meter and those stuff, but by ear it's noticeable. The bass was sounding more louder with the thicker wires. I would recommend for y'all, if you guys are using small wires, especially on your amplifier power wires, if you guys are using small wires, I would highly suggest for y'all to upgrade those wires. With upgrading your wires now, the current flow will be a lot more effective and you guys won't be able to burn or overheat your wires. So hopefully you guys find this video very helpful. I want you guys to also comment down what size wire do y'all use on your subwoofers. Don't forget to drop a like on the video. Subscribe if you guys are new. I'll be catching you guys in my next video. Love y'all guys. Peace.